Hey, good afternoon. Oh, good evening, I should say. Hey, good evening, people. Good evening. Yes, it's dark in the room. Yes, this is Spirit Journey. How you all doing out there? Good, good evening, people. Good evening. Yes, today is June. Can't believe it. June 1st, 2024, and it's about 7 p.m. How you all doing? How you all doing? I would say I'm doing okay. Overall, I'm doing okay. And my little labby boy, my little Pekingese, my fur baby, he's right here on this side. He's sleeping. Oh, you can see him. Yeah. Yeah, he's resting. He's doing okay. Yeah, appetite big as ever. Yes. Lavender had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and yes, he gained let's see, 1.56 pounds since 4 weeks ago. Yes, and I tried to cut back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it's the bananas. Yeah, I give him rice and meat, and he's always asking for more food. So I said, okay, let me give him the bananas, give some quick energy. Well, I think it took its toll. Yeah, he got, yeah. I compared a little video I did when he got that haircut last month. And yeah, he gained, boy. Yeah, I love him still. He's so he's so adorable. But yeah, I want to be careful regarding his weight because he's a small dog and extra weight on the joints is not good. Yeah, he's pulling on the leash and yeah, he's very eager to walk on those trails. Oh, also another update about Lavi. Well, he had a tick. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, he had his hair cut, was that? I think it was May 1st or something. Yeah, he had a haircut. And I remember it was right after the haircut. I was showing him off in town. And yeah, to show off his haircut. I was so happy for him. His first African haircut. And interesting, I was like sitting down and a crowd of people like looking at him and everything. And one young lady comes up, is like looking at, looking really close at his hair and then starts moving. Yes, hello, viewer. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, so yeah, this young woman, never seen her before, and she comes over and starts like she's looking for something inside his hair as if she knew. Never seen her before. I didn't know what she was trying to do. She found a tick in him. And at first I looked at it, I said, oh, and it looked like what they call a skin tag. That's what I thought. I thought it was a skin tag. Let me just turn around. I thought it was a skin tag. And so, like, at first, I grabbed it to try to pull it. I said, hey, wait a minute. This thing is really on there. I said, it might be a skin tag and something like that. Yeah, it is dark in the room. Yeah, I'm in the living room right now. But I like this kind of dim lighting. It just helps me focus on what I want to talk about rather than focus on what I look like, whatever. Um, but what was I saying now? Yeah, so the tech. So I thought it was a part of him because it looked like it had fur. It was the same color as his hair. It looked like an extension of him. And so yeah, I hope you guys could hear me. So I just kept a mental note. I said, okay, he has a doctor's appointment coming up in a few weeks. I'll just, show it to them and let them take it out. So yesterday he has his doctor's appointment. It took a long time. I was there for like 3 hours. Well, anyway, um, he was getting examined. Doctors are feeling, feeling his body and everything, and just trying to give a look, make sure everything looks okay with him. And then I remembered about that thing I saw in his neck. So I say, hey, Doc, a couple of weeks ago, this person showed me some, was looking at him and was going through his fur and found this thing, and it's when if it's a skin tag. So I was like looking for it for the doctor. I said, yeah, yeah, okay, here it is. And honey, his eyes almost popped out of his head. That's not a skin tag, that's a tick. I said, what? Yeah, he got tweezers and he yanked it out. Yeah, it looked nasty, nasty, nasty. Then he put alcohol, the part of the neck where he got it. So, so Lavi is 11 years old. This is his first tick. Yeah, one thing about Africa or Rwanda, Africa is very biologically active. It is very, very fertile. You can't put anything out in nature without something crawling on it. It is that biologically active. You see holes in the ground when you go outside because some creature made it. It's very active, and yeah, we have butterflies here. Um, we have what else? Yeah, butterflies, bees, and birds. All these different type of birds. It's really interesting, people. And here I come from New York City, and New York City, you hardly see any bees. You go to the park, you don't see any. I remember as a kid, you had bees. Well, it's a shortage of bees, and again, you need bees to pollinate. So go figure. Yeah. So yeah, one thing about being in Africa, it is very biologically active. And let's see what else. I am growing. I'm growing a an avocado seed. I mean, I sprouted an avocado seed. It's about a foot tall now, real skinny. Has like two leaves. I did prune it. I was told like when you like in the beginning, like you have these two that grow two leaves, and then you pinch it off, and then the leaves on the bottom get fuller. So that's what that's what I was working for. It hasn't really the other leaves, small leaves, didn't pop up yet, but the remaining big two, remaining main leaves are getting bigger. Somehow, with that out the way, I just wanted to give an update what's happening, in the general sense of the word. Yes, I want to talk about number 45. Yeah, I worded like that. Um, I'm just trying to be very careful about some of the things I say. Even here in Africa. Um, so you never really know people, what you say, how it could affect you later on. Um, yeah, what was that, 2 days ago? The hearing, the verdict, was that was that 38 counts? Um, yeah, it was unanimous or something like that. And yeah, he's what you call a felon. And when I got the news, I started to cry a little bit. I said, okay, come on, you know, you know, just, just relax. And I was upset. I didn't know what to expect with the hearing, how it was going to, what the outcome was. And yeah, I was going to do it then, yesterday, or was it the day before? Yes, I forget now. But yeah, I said, let me do it now before I forget. Um, what does this mean to me? It's just it's a paradigm shift, people. And I guess what I can say up front about number 45 being convicted, okay, he had to, they're having his sentencing was that July, yeah, July 11. And July 11 is an important day. That was the day that my father passed. How could I forget? Wow. But I feel a lot of this. I mean, it's a harder process. It's whole a paradigm shift, meaning, who would imagine this the drama that has been happening since 2016, and then again in 2020. It's getting out of hand. Um, and people are asking themselves, do you think he's really going to be arrested? I don't know, but I can't see the screen. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know, people. I mean, there's so many bumps and turns and surprises. I don't know what to make out of this. Um, I like number 45. Now, I was not a fan of his prior to 2016. I didn't watch his show, but when I saw him go down, with that this preteen was speaking very favorably of him. It's a black kid, and I just said, "Wow." See, you, when you see certain types of people, a quality type of person, and how they speak, and the interest on a subject, then it's worthwhile investigating. That's what I did. I investigated um, his rallies and everything, on the internet, and I got hooked. I got hooked. But but I do have concerns about number 45. Not so much him, but who he is surrounded by. And I feel that there are people close to him in his inner circle. And I feel that he's being used. And um, I wonder how that could happen. Someone as, I think he's savvy. But we all don't have eyes in the back of our head. There's so many things that we have to focus on. And sometimes the things that are the closest to you uh, are your blind sides. Yeah, I am concerned about the people around him, and they make me very uncomfortable. But him as a leader, I mean, his his methods may not be the best, but he's real. Number 45 for me is real. See, I can deal with imperfections. I could deal with people who aren't trying to convince you that they're perfect. What you see is what you get, and I can deal with that. I could deal with what you see is what you get. Um, I hope he does not get incarcerated. And I feel my honest opinion about this whole thing is really just to keep him out of the elections. I think this is what it's all about. And I believe you have people in this country who are trying to overthrow it, who are trying to force an agenda. I don't know whether they really, number 45 and the others, are they the same coin but just different sides? Are they really on the same team but they're just playing different parts? I don't know. But I loved when he was in office. I really did. I felt more relaxed with myself at the time, more hope. But it's a slow, well, it's speeding up. Time is speeding up, and I wonder what's gonna happen. And part of my reason why I left New York, um, I watch all these different programs, and when I was watching this program with these remote viewers, and they said it didn't look too good. All the remote viewers saw something very, very pressing happening in America, um, in DC. And that, the video, that particular video I saw, it could have been 2 years ago. And I said to myself, if something like that is to happen, this demise of DC, again, I want to be very careful what I say. I said, I don't want to be around there. And yeah, I felt like, how could I live in a big city? Yeah, see, sorry, I have a monitor on in the room, and sometimes when it starts to, um, go dormant, it gets darker. So that's what's happening. Yeah. Oh, what was I saying? I'm sorry, I got distracted there. I just feel, yeah, I felt that me living in a large city, I didn't want to get trapped. Back then, I had my three little dogs, Lily, Lilac, and Lavender. May you live forever in my heart. Yes, my little girls passed away, Lily and Lilac, in January. I can't believe it. Um, I was in the middle of everything in New York City, and I was concerned that if it's a riot, or if they boycott the city and put like an embargo, so to speak, nothing can come in and out. I'm out of luck. I didn't have a car, and I'd be trapped in the city, and me and my babies would be in danger. That's what I felt. So I knew for me, I said, boy, I really do want to move. And what really hastened me to do the move was when they tried to steal my dog. Yeah, it was, I think, August of last year. And I mean, I mean, um, I felt like try to make an excuse to stay in New York City. And then when that thing happened, I said, I'm fed up. And I felt itchy, so to speak. Like I just felt I was going around in circles. And I said, let me just do it. I needed a change. I wanted a change. Um, yeah, I talked to some family members, and I, one in particular, really. And I was encouraging that person, hey, I watched that program with the remote viewers and what they saw happening in America. I said, get ready to leave, get your passport ready. That's what I told them. That is what I told them. Yeah, I don't want relatives or friends to get stuck out there and they can't leave. So, yeah, I knew I wanted to do this. Uh, but it just happened sooner than I thought. So I thought, excuse me, to wait just you know uh, when this I don't want to sound maudlin, but this particular person when they uh, are no longer that I would move then. But I said, let me do it now. Um, I wanted to feel more stable in um, my finances, home. I wanted to get that under my belt. So I felt that the stress won't be as much. Yeah. So that's what happened. I don't regret leaving New York, but I regret the conditions that it put my dogs through. Never would have thought this would happen. But I feel that s- some things happen, and I'm wondering whether this all happened for a deeper reason, and that's why I can't get as depressed because maybe on a higher spiritual level it might have been preordained. It doesn't make it any better, but it's just something that came to me, and I said, well, um, I don't like it, but if they're in a happier place, my little babies, my little fur babies, if they have, I hope where they are, my little girls, I really hope they're happy. I hope they're playing. Yes, people. Yeah, they were really adorable. Yeah, I don't think I'll get another dog, at least in Africa, at least in Rwanda. It really isn't a dog culture. Oh, but almost forgot. It just reminded me. Well, it was about 2 days ago when I was walking Lavi. I met a neighbor, like they live like 2 blocks away from me, and they have a little dog. They're about the same size, and they seem to really like each other. Well, the little dog name is Bingo. Yeah, and Bingo seemed to really like Lavi. And I just thought it was so sweet. And yeah, the dog wanted him to, chase him and stuff like that. But Lavi just kind of just stood there and stared. I think he was just like trying to, wow, what is this? It was just a regular, it was a small dog. Looked like a mixed breed, small little dog. Really nice, nice temperament. So I'm happy Lavi got to see a doggy his size. Yeah, Lavi is not good with big dogs. No, he barks at them. Mm-mm. Yeah. So, yeah, things happen for a reason. And yeah, he's getting stronger, Lavi. And yeah, I hope he gets to meet other little dogs in town. Um, yeah, I still watch a tremendous, tremendous amount of videos regarding the drama that's happening in New York City, New York, oh, I should say America. It's still affected, it's affecting me. It is affecting me. People, I just say, um, try to prepare, try to put some money aside, emergency money, um, have your passports ready. Yes, people, have passport ready. Yep, you can even renew it online. Yeah, do so. You gotta, look at the date. A lot of places, if it's like 6 months to when it gets expired, you can't travel. Get an update now. Get it renewed now. Do it now. You know, just so that you have it under your belt. Um, yeah, just so much is happening now. Um, it really is a change in the dynamics. Um, yeah, a relative of mine passed away about a week. Let's see, 2 weeks ago. How wow, it's a good person, very good person, and someone else that I know is going through palliative care. Yeah, I just hope yeah, please pray for me regarding these loved ones. Um, yeah, people are going home, so to speak. I'm trying to be very tactful. It's a whole new paradigm shift for me. It's a new chapter, I think, happening for a lot of people on this. Sorry about that. Yeah, things don't stay the same. Things are in constant motion. Um, and it's a wake up call, but it's going to be a wake up call for everybody at one time in your life. It's going to be that new chapter. But I hope when that new chapter comes that I'm ready. That's that's what I asked for. That I'm ready emotionally. That's happening. Yeah, things are happening very quickly in my life. Um, some things you cannot avoid. You can't avoid DEATF, TH. You can't avoid it. So I just pray for peace and comfort. Um, yeah, pray for me, for my safety, and for significant others in my life that you know, the Creator be merciful to them. Yeah, please, yeah, pray for America. It needs help. People, it needs intervention. It needs prayers, big time. Um, I can't believe the mental state of some of these people. It is in trouble and it's doing a big nosedive. I just say, people, if you can get out the city, if you can get out these big cities, please get out. Please get out. And I don't know whether I'll vote. Yeah, we have an embassy here. Um, I don't know. I just feel like, see, if I realized with the last election, 2020, that if they can do 2020 again, they'll do it the same thing 2024 again. And I don't want to waste my time. I think things are really preordained. Things are, what do you call it? They are selected and not elected. So why waste my time? I mean, it's not the best attitude, but I realize if something's going to happen, just do it, get it over with, you know? Yeah, I'm tired. I'm very tired. Um, yeah, I love my country. I feel sorry for it. And I don't want to go back. I don't. You ever feel that way? You might love something, but you don't want to go back to it. That's how I feel. When my coming here, even though I had a lot of bad things that happened to me here, in Rwanda, but I still see a lot of good things. I love how the land, I love the rolling hills, I love the trees and the grass. I love that. And I like the seniors here and the little ones. They're really special people. And when certain things happened to me here, when I was greeted by a little child, sometimes I feel like little children. They're like God's messenger. I know that's a strong word, but sometimes they're just so um, angelic. The purity in these little ones, and it just touched my heart. I said, how could I leave? I said, how can I leave such beauty, you know? But in life, there's always, that duality. But it's nice when you start seeing positive things after a while, seeing good things, happy things, positive things. I know what negativity is. I know it too well. But it's okay to embrace goodness in your life and to um, um, embrace it. You know, uh, I don't have to be a martyr. I don't want to be a martyr. I want to enjoy the good life. I want to enjoy nature. Um, I do have to be careful. People. With all this stuff with the that rap artists. Yeah, I don't want to mention any names with these rap artists. You know what I'm learning, or what's being shown. You could have someone with all the talent, and sometimes when you see someone who's so gifted, whether it's singing, dancing, painting, drawing, maybe they're a carpenter, or someone who has a talent at something, and it's like you look up to them, but they're human. And I'm seeing that people have two sides to them, and that some of us aren't privy to to see both sides. And when you see the two sides, you like, what? Yeah, some of the people have said that they worked very closely to that particular performer. They worked with them very closely, and they never saw a thing. And then, yes, you had others, they saw, like the bodyguards. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about them yawning. Like the bodyguards, they witness a lot of things. People have different sides to them. Then you start wondering, well, which one is the right side? And there's other people too, other people that I'm around. And I don't know whether to hate them or to love them because they have two sides to them. And it's like stench. And you really don't know how to really deal with them. How do you deal with people who you've seen their other side and it's so corrupt? And you say, I don't want to be around this. That's how I feel. And I look at that person, I say, I don't like you. I don't like what I see. But yeah, they could be extremely talented. And you get confused. Well, they're so talented at X, Y, and Z. Well, you shouldn't hate them because of that. I mean, not because, like, it's like, don't get mad at them because they're so talented. And it's confusing me. It is confusing me. I'm seeing that a lot. There's a lot of two sides in people. People will show you a particular side that they feel that you could relate to. But sometimes it's all a mask. You have people masking around. You know, I don't know how much to say. Yeah, people will test you here. Yeah, and in America too. I think I did expect certain things to happen here. And some things happened. I said, whoa. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah. People are revealing themselves now. People feel like it's free for all, and they will test you, people. They will test you, but whatever it is, stand your ground. You have the right to say no and then move out, move away. You have a right to say no. Just like you may have the right to say yes, you can also say no. Protect yourself and your interests and don't look for trouble. Don't look for it. And something you have to, you know, show bravery and say, if I miscommunicated, I apologize, but I'm not about that. People are being tried, tested, I should say. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Yeah, be careful, people. So that people, they want to test you. You think those victims with that rap artist? You don't think he tested people out first? But he's like that tick that was in my dog. You know, start off small, and then they just keep on sucking your blood, and then you get engorged, and that's what's happening with a lot of people. That people might have were presented one face to lure them in. They seem to do money and prestige. You can't take either one with you when that time comes in your life, your end of life. You can't take it with you. So why compromise yourself, people? Why compromise and do anything for money or fame? It withers away so quickly. Don't get sucked in. Don't get trapped in it. You have a right to say no. And be very careful, especially you ladies. You're meeting someone, they're showing you such a positive side. You better watch them. Watch them how they treat people. Watch them how they treat the waiter or waitress. Watch them interact to see that other side. Um, that some people can deal with certain personality types. But you think those ladies and those gentlemen in that rap artist's life, you think if they had a choice to say, I wish I didn't pursue this, don't you think they would have, that they would change their plans? But money and flame is money and fame is intoxicating. It seduces. Yeah, get out as fast as you can. Yeah, get out. Sometimes you have to give up everything. I mean, leave. everything behind you in order to save your life. Sometimes you have to do that. You say, well, they have this and that of mine. You want your sanity. You want your peace of mind. These other things, they perish after a while. But your integrity, you know, what makes you you as a unique individual, you don't want to compromise that. This wealth game is just for a season. It's just for a season. Yeah. So that's all that I can think of right now. What I wanted to talk about this number 45. Um, I hope he doesn't have to do time. Um, I really hope he beats us. And yeah, people, please pray for America. Please pray for its healing. It's suffering. Its members are suffering. So thank you again for watching this live feed that I'm doing. And yeah, it's okay to say no, ladies and gentlemen. Let your word speak for itself. Let your no be no and your yes be yes. And sometimes you just have to be very blunt with people. So thank you again. And you vote for who you want to vote for. Vote for who you want to vote to, who you want. Not just, oh, well, I don't want person A, so I'm going to do person B. You know, don't do that. Don't do it like that. Yeah, I'm getting tired here. And yes, I completed, was that a week of, what's it? Oh, this is my second week of the language class that I'm taking. Yeah, it's kind of tough for me. I just get overwhelmed, and I'm on the video too much. I tried to study today, and my groundskeeper was helping me out with the some of the pronunciation. Good person. Yeah, I just feel very distracted. But I really would like to learn the language. It just takes discipline, and may I achieve that discipline in a gentle way. Um, I did start, try to study a little bit. Yeah. So wish me luck in the language. Okay. I thank you again for listening, and peace, love, and joy to you. Protect yourself. It's okay to say no, and be careful who's in your inner circle, and don't compromise yourself. Okay. Thank you again. Until next time. Bye bye.